What's going on, guys? It's Gan and Mo. So as two young guys that love their job in the healthcare industry and investing on the side, we realized we cannot continue this epic journey without breaking down one of our favorite, most indispensable savings tools out there that allows your money to grow tax-free. One of the smartest money-making moves a young person can do today. That's right. We're talking about the Roth IRA. And no, I did not mean for that to rhyme.
Now, in a previous video, we mentioned some very common Roth IRA mistakes. And although those mistakes are very easy to avoid, that topic won't serve you well if you don't have a Roth IRA. Now, chances are you have come across plenty of videos on why it's important for you to open up a Roth IRA. But the one thing missing from all those videos is why you, as a student with no income, or you as a resident with very minimal income, or as a healthcare provider with that first income should open up a Roth IRA now.
So real quick, what is a Roth IRA? A Roth IRA is a glorious individual retirement account that allows you to contribute your hard-earned after-tax dollars and purchase into stocks, REITs, mutual funds, ETFs, etc. And that money will grow tax-free, allowing you to take advantage of compounding interest until you pull out that hefty lump sum of money tax-free and penalty-free after the age of 59 and a half, as long as that account has been open for at least 5 years. You already pay taxes on the money you're contributing to your Roth IRA, hence tax-free contributions. And unlike your employer's 401k and traditional IRAs, the Roth IRA does not require you to take minimum distributions starting at the age of 72. But like a traditional IRA, the Roth IRA allows you to withdraw your money that you've contributed to the Roth IRA account penalty-free for certain situations, such as higher education expenses, first-time home purchases, medical insurance and claims, although you should have an HSA account for that. It's triple tax advantage, and yep, we have a video on that. And disability claims, basically anything that requires a fair amount of money that you just weren't expecting.
Now, all this sounds great. You have heard the principles behind the Roth IRA time and time again. But why you, as a young scholar or soon-to-be healthcare professional, should have opened up that Roth IRA like yesterday? Well, the reason is numbers don't lie, and we love numbers.
Let's take a look at a young student that works part-time and contributes to their Roth IRA with a maximum contribution limit of $6,000 per year. That's $500 a month and $16 a day after tax. And let's say this person is 24 years old, the average age of a medical student.
At a 7.2% annual rate of return, that ambitious 24-year-old will have $1.35 million waiting for him at the age of 65, tax-free in his retirement account. And his total contribution was $246,000. That's over $1.1 million in interest alone.
Okay, say you don't have time to work part-time in school and you want to focus on your studies. We get it. So you decide to contribute half of that amount, $3,000 a year. That's $250 a month, $8 a day, $8. Okay, you ready for this? At the same rate as above, and we're sure you could probably guess how much money you'll have sitting in your Roth IRA at the age of 65. Yep, nearly $700,000 with a total principal paid of only $123,000. That's $560,000 of total interest paid that you are able to withdraw tax-free. Okay, maybe $8 is still a lot of money, especially for a graduate healthcare student. So let's cut it in half, $4 a day. That's just the price of a cup of coffee from Starbucks or Blue Bottle Coffee or wherever you like to buy your fancy cafe mocha latte from. We're pretty sure coffee's even more than $4 now. So where does that $4 today, that one cup of coffee, get you with your Roth IRA at the age of 65? Try $340,000. We're pretty sure sacrificing that one cup of coffee today is well worth it.
Now all these numbers are getting me all excited. 4 years of grad school just went by. You studied a lot. You had a lot of fun. Your second year spring break trip to Cancun was a blast. Your third year in Miami, you can't remember anything. But now you're at the ripe age of 29. It's time for you to take your finances seriously, and you made a decision to start maxing out your Roth IRA, either because you started residency or you got your first paycheck from your job. Now let's see what you missed out on if you started contributing at the age of 29. Now let's assume that all the other variables are the same and that you're still planning on retiring by the age of 65. That Roth IRA retirement account will have $935,000. That is $450,000 less than if you would have contributed earlier to your account. So that equates to $112,000 per year for the last 5 years. That is a lot of money to miss out on, and all it would have costed you is $16 per day. Don't you wish you would have done that?
But wait, there's more. Let's say you want to hashtag live your best life and you're not ready to let go of $6,000 per year now that you're receiving a paycheck. So you don't settle on half, but you settle on 25% of the maximum contributions for a Roth IRA. That's $1,500 a year. $125 a month, $4 a day. Just $4. We're sure you could let loose of $4 after tax. Well, let the numbers do the magic here.
Now at the age of 65, that $4 that you decided to put to the side for a total contribution of $54,000 comes out to a whopping $233,000 in your retirement account. Now compare that to the 24-year-old. The 24-year-old who decided to drink that instant coffee in his dorm room versus you who decided to go get that pumpkin latte. Now was that pumpkin latte really worth hundreds of thousands of dollars in tax-free money in retirement?
Not convinced yet to go open up that Roth IRA? That's cool, that's fine. Well, how about this? Those training years are over, or the first few years of your healthcare career, and now you're finally earning some big bucks. But your marginal tax rate is up, say 32%, right? More money, more taxes. But you decide to step it up and decide to listen to those doctors Gan and Mo, and you decide to go open up that Roth IRA. Well, not so fast. There are some income thresholds to be aware of before you start contributing to that Roth IRA in order for you to avoid penalties. For a single person filing taxes, the modified adjusted gross income must be less than $139,000. And for a married couple filing jointly, the modified adjusted gross income must be less than $206,000.
Now let's keep playing this fun game. You are now 35 years old. You are ready to start contributing the max to your Roth IRA, and you find that retirement is still 30 years away. Now that equates to $180,000 in contributions. And what you're going to be finding in your retirement account at the age of 65 is $585,000 of tax-free money. Now that is $765 less than your 24-year-old self if you would have contributed then. And $350,000 less than your 29-year-old self if you would have contributed then. Have you noticed a pattern? The longer you delay the process of contributing to your Roth IRA, you are going to be missing out on hundreds of thousands of dollars of tax-free money.
Now granted, contributing to a Roth IRA later rather than never is still the smart money-making move to do, as long as you meet those income thresholds so you don't get penalized. But if you do make more than those income thresholds allow you to contribute, there are other IRA tools that allow you to have awesome savings for retirement, but we're going to dive into that in later videos.
Currently, the maximum contribution to the Roth account for the year of 2020 is $6,000 for that year, and you can contribute that money between January and December of the year of 2020. Now, even if you don't have all the money to max out that retirement account, make sure to put something. That money that you are going to be spending on that coffee is going to cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's going to cost you a lot more just by inflation alone. Now, if you're a student, if you're a resident, or a newly minted doctor, Start sacrificing now. Let that money grow in the retirement account so you can enjoy the lifestyle of your dreams later on. Now, it's fairly simple to open up that Roth account. We use platforms like Fidelity or Vanguard. Now, remember, don't go crazy. One Roth IRA account per person.
We hope we pushed you into the right direction to open up that Roth IRA account. That account should have been opened up yesterday. But nonetheless, it's never too late. We hope you enjoyed this video and those calculations took some time. So if you don't mind, just gingerly tapping that like button and that red button on the bottom right of the screen, you're right. And we'll see you next time.